Hi, Chris of Trimble Forensics, and this week on Trimble Forensics Tech Tip Tuesdays, we're working on a scene where the sun azimuth and elevation play a role in our case. Now, if you haven't worked with atmospheric lighting in Reveal before, stick around because after the break, we'll work with the placement of the sun on our horizon in our Reveal scenes. So I have my scene diagrammed in Reveal, and we'll zoom out here so we can see the entirety of the scene. So we have the car that comes around a curve, headed kind of southwest, and there it encounters a adult bicyclist in the lane, and in an attempt to avoid the male bicyclist, crosses over to the opposite side of the street and then misses the child that was traveling in the bicycle also southwest, and of course the child was thrown. This is what it looks like looking southwest. And we'll pan around here. Okay, so right now our atmospheric conditions indicate a noon time or approximately noon time frame. However, that was not the case. This happened on January 28th, 2020 at approximately 5 p.m. And the sun was not in this position at 5 p.m. on January 28th. So let's set up our car back where it came around the curve, and we'll leave our pedestrians here and we'll get moving on that. Okay, so we have our car about where it would have swerved over to miss the adult bicyclist and would have missed the child. And again, we're dealing with a noon condition here where it was definitely not noon when we dealt with this. So where we need to go is over into our light settings. And this is where you can find the settings again for your light. So if you wanted to drop our ambient just a little bit, you wanted to make it like an eclipse, you could definitely do that, or you can brighten your sun. The lens flare is when we zoom up here. It allows you to add that lens flare, kind of that realistic look to it. And here we have our horizontal and vertical angle. Now, I got my horizontal azimuth and my elevation from the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA. However, you can also get this from the U.S. Naval Observatory. But it gave me a horizontal angle of 235.8 degrees and a vertical angle of 3.79 degrees. Now, I know from my time at the scene that this is not correct. The reason for this is that NOAA and the U.S. Naval Observatory give the readings or give the horizontal angle in a clockwise direction, with 0 being north, 90 degrees being east, 180 being south, and 270 to the west. However, Reveal goes counterclockwise, and it also offsets at 90 degrees. So to do the conversion for this, what we'll do is we'll open up our calculator. And our original value, or our azimuth given by NOAA, was 235.8 degrees. So what we do is we take 360 and we subtract 235.8, and that gives us our counterclockwise rotation. However, we're also offset by 90 degrees, so we need to take this value and add 90, and this gives us a value of 214.2. So in my horizontal angle, put in 214.2, and I know from my time at the scene the next day that that is pretty darn accurate for where it needs to be. And our horizontal elevation, that all stays the same. Because again, we're assuming that 0 degrees is sunset, and our horizontal angle here is 3.79 degrees. And we'll reduce the amount of ambient light available just a touch, and we'll hit close. Now, when we put ourselves in the position of our driver, we can see that the sun would have definitely been something to consider in this crash. If we were driving our car down this street, it could be possible that the child was just simply not visible, especially when we swerve over to miss our adult. And the child could be very well hidden within that sun. However, we did get them crossing left of center. Hopefully this gives you what you need if you have a scene where the position of the sun played a part in the case. Now, if you found this tip to be useful, be sure to check out the other videos on the playlist. Stay safe, and I'll see you all next time.